Blessings, 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 everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. Tonight, I got a great artist coming on that spaceship. We got the one and only Tara Lord. Bless up, universe. What you saying, people? Friday night special guests, great artists, rising from the six to the universe, international, everywhere. What you saying, Rastafari Samurai? We got Tara Lord, yup, representing Canada, the six, whatever. Great artist, MC, vocalist. Yeah, we're gonna chop it up, get down to earth. What she's doing right now. Let me send this out. Send this out. Please subscribe to our channels, our YouTube channels. In the bio, the link and everything is down to earth. Right now, we live on our channels, our YouTube channels. You could check us out also on that platform. Right now, we're live on IG. I'm going to send the spaceship out. Let's see what's going on here. Friday night. It's down to earth. And one of the best artists are coming through soon on that spaceship. We're just waiting. While we blazing. We got many things coming up for the Down to Earth podcast. Bless up to our sponsors, our new sponsors. Yeah, there she is. I'm going to send that spaceship out. Tara Lord. Bless up.
Hey. How are
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm going to say this. You don't really need an introduction, but I'm going to say this. Introduce yourself to the universe, to those who may not know who you are.
Yes, sir. So my name is Tara Lord, and I am a rapper from Toronto, Canada. And today I'm on the podcast to talk about my music and, talk about what's going on with me right now.
So how long have you been doing music for? You're a young artist. I see that, but like how long have you been like taking it serious, I should say?
Well, it's been a minute. I'm 22 now. I started when I was 12. I did an album and I performed like all over Toronto and London, England as well. I used to go by the name Little T, but then when I became an adult, I rebranded to my actual birth name, Tara Lord, and I started fresh and started putting out music again.
So what was your inspirations coming up, like as a youth? I would say you're still young, but like, younger.
Yeah,
what was your inspirations?
My dad was a rapper back in the day. He was part of like the original Sunshine crew in Toronto. So I was definitely surrounded by hip hop from when I was a little kid. Like he also owned a studio back in the 90s. Yeah, so I grew up around music, so I've always had a love for music. From a very young age, I knew it's what I wanted to do for sure.
So what's the feedback since you've been out not too long, like other artists? Like what's the feedback you've been getting like from like the people, or your fans, your supporters?
I get so much support. People are loving it. People are always like, even on days that I feel like low or I feel like giving up, I definitely have like a group of supporters that message me and like encourage me to keep going, and that they love my music and that my music speaks to them, and they have high hopes for me, and they love what I'm doing and that I'm putting on for the city.
And I like it because you're in your own lane, I think.
Facts.
Right? You're not trying to copy anybody. Like you have a song called, I think, Praying. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so I made the song after I was going through like a mental breakdown. I was like, fuck this shit, like I can't do this anymore. And I had just gone through like a really bad experience, bad experience. So I just went through my beats. The first beat I found, I just wrote that song out. the song is basically about like not letting people get down on you, because people are gonna, you have to like protect your energy and watch out who you surround yourself with, because people are gonna want to
Yes.
block your blessings. People are gonna want to,
Mm-hmm.
put negativity into your life, wish
Yeah.
negativity onto your life. So it's just about praying for yourself, keeping your head high, and working so that
Mm-hmm.
you can elevate to the position that you want to be at. So that's what that
I
song
like
is.
I like I like how you put that. I like how you put it. You put it real good. Like how you explained it to the universe. Like I
Yeah.
would like to know some of your musical inspirations. Like who were some of your I would say top six, because we're from the six top six.
This question's always like stresses me out because I listen to so many different genres of music and I listen to so many
Oh
different
yeah,
artists. But
yeah.
I will say, I mean, I have to give Nicki Minaj credit for sure,
Hmm.
because I mean, when I started rapping, what, 2010, there wasn't really many like female rappers like there is today. So Nicki
Yeah,
Minaj really like showed out for the females. So I started out writing her lyrics and all that. So Nicki Minaj, I'm gonna say Drake because he's from the city and what he did for Toronto. I would say Tupac, just like his flow and his lyricism. I'm gonna say Erica Badu. I love her. I get a lot of like my melodies and like my singing sound from her.
yes.
Oh my gosh, who else? I hate this question. Erica Badu. Um, who else? Oh, Lil Wayne has inspired me a lot. I mean, I grew up
Lil Wayne.
around the Young Money era, right? The Young Money,
Yeah.
Cash Money era. So Lil Wayne, just his like bars and everything is crazy. Um, you know, who's another one? Another music inspiration. Hmm, I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill.
Lauren Hill, that's good. I like
Yeah.
that. You got a good selection. I could see that's why they can't put you in a box. And
Yeah.
right now, right now, I don't know if you know, but you are the top three streamed Canadian, if they want to say female hip hop artists or just artists.
In
That's
Toronto,
great.
yes. I'm ranked number two.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I teamed up with Dub J recently.
Mm.
We came together for the Praying remix and my other last two singles. So he's really like, helped me in reaching my Toronto and
Yeah.
Canadian audience, and it's been crazy the response that I've been getting. Yeah, soon to be number one in Toronto or
Soon
in
to be.
Canada, period.
I
Yeah,
think so. I think so. I think I think you're gonna be the first, like when people are looking for, sorry to say, because it's down to earth, I keep it real, the
yeah,
first female from Canada to break it. And people might think I'm crazy, but I'm calling it right now like a psychic, like Drake, right? In
mm,
American market,
yeah.
you're probably the one, because you're going everywhere. You're not in one place, so they can't say that you're copying Nicki or
They
you're
can't.
not copying this other person. You're
Yeah,
doing other
facts.
things.
I mean, something that has always like been something that I've always
Hmm.
lived by is just originality and not letting people box me and not letting people, tell me what to do. I don't know. I'm kind of just that person. I don't, and I'm also trying to just bring something new to hip hop, especially for the female rappers in the industry. Everyone's doing their thing, and like, we have like the Cardis of the hip hop, and
Yeah,
different female artists. But I'm kind of just making my own lane, doing what I want,
yeah.
staying true to staying true to the music, not getting involved with all the street politics or the gangster
Yeah,
rap or any of that.
yeah,
So I'm just like
yeah.
keeping it real, and I definitely do think I have an international sound to break boundaries and cross borders with.
Ah, bless up cities. He said the first time he ever
Yes,
heard you, he was shocked.
yes.
So
Bless
that
Up
means
Cities. He just blessed me with a hoodie yesterday.
good.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
official sponsor of the Down to Earth. Yeah,
Yes.
bless up. So I would love to ask you if you had any chance to work with like any artists in the universe, as I call it. Who would you love to work with?
Okay, I have a wish list on my phone for a list of artists I want to work with. Let me see which
Mm.
one I want to work with the most. It's such a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Tory Lanez, because I think we would like do some craziness. I think he's still super underrated. He's so
Yeah,
versatile, and I feel like if we came together or when we come together on a track, it's gonna be dope. So definitely
yeah.
Tory.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
You know, A lot of people say Tory Lanez, he's gonna get a Down to Earth award. He must, because I swear I had 20 artists say the same thing. Tory Lanez.
He just seems so like, you know, I feel like we could just be like friends, you know, like he just seems so down to earth, and he's so he's so talented. Like he does his own videos,
Yeah,
he records himself, like he's so talented. So I'd love to get in the studio with him and see what he could
I,
cook
I
up.
think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen, man. I see it happening. I see it happening because you got it. Everybody is like in a certain lane, but you're in the other lane. That's why you're
Yeah.
number three, and you're gonna be number one. I'm predicting, like a psychic, you're gonna be in number one within like 2 months or something like that, a month
Yes,
or two.
sir. When it happens, I'll know. Everyone knows. You said it first.
Down to earth. So yo, what's like your next project you want to drop, like single? Like you have another single like you're planning, our
Yeah.
video?
I'm dropping a single next month, early next month, called Higher. It
Mm,
reminds me kind of praying, just the message. It's about same thing, like elevating yourself higher and not letting. A lot of times you can like trap your own mind and be your worst enemy. So it's kind of
yeah,
the song's kind of about like self reflection and not letting you stop yourself from what you want to achieve. Kind of like
that,
praying, but like
yes,
more internal.
that's good. Do
Yeah.
do you wanna do you wanna travel, or are you like still like waiting? Because like you're an artist that has that international appeal, so people are gonna want you, like demand for Tara Lord to come
Yeah, I mean,
perform.
a lot of people don't know, but my background, my dad's from Barbados, so I have that island
Mm.
background, and then my mom's from Costa Rica, so I'm also Latina.
Ah,
So I definitely want to cross over in the the
hmm,
Caribbean and South American markets in the
yeah,
future. So yeah, I definitely want to get some more travel in. I was recently in California, which was a really crazy experience.
that's good.
So I want to go back down there again soon.
How long were you in Cali for?
I was there from August till December.
Oh, damn! So you just recently came back.
Yes, I came back for the winter. Unfortunately, I was so
You
mad.
came back. You came back now.
I
Oh,
came back at the
really?
wrong time, but it is what it
But
is. I've been,
you do
you know,
you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. That's the networking. Sorry, you give away a gem. I had to stop there. LA. You have to go okay, tell us about that. Like that journey. I had to just stop you right there because that's the
yeah,
way how you have to move to the next level, I feel.
facts. I mean, I think it's important to have your foot in the door and make sure
Mm,
you plan out your trip before you go. As an artist, I mean, you could just, pack your bags and go, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. It's always good to have, some type of foundation for when you get there. But I definitely made a lot of good connections. And yeah, as City says, your network is your net worth. From
mm-hmm.
being in LA and, having um, different meetings and being at different industry events, I realized that who runs the music industry, like it's a very small circle. Like you would
Yeah,
think it's
yep.
like a whole lot of people, but it's
Mm-hmm.
really just a couple people and everyone knows everyone. So
Yep.
something that LA
True.
taught me is
Mm-hmm.
like she said, City said, your net worth is your network is your net worth, because it's important to hold on to relationships and grow on them and establish them, because the relationships I made in LA, I know is going to benefit me along the line, and it's
But
benefiting me right now.
you're right. You know what you say? It's a small circle. It's so true.
It's so small.
And at least people are believing you, because I have said this. I had certain individuals approaching me myself from that circle, right? And that circle, they tell stories, but people don't understand how much money it costs for you to be on the radio in especially America, right? It's very expensive. So, as an artist, you need a team. Do you feel you need support, that like someone to back you basically to kind of get your foot in the door more
I
easier?
mean, definitely. I mean, you can try to do everything yourself, but I'm still like, I'm still missing that team. Like I have, a group of people around me. I have producers, talented producers, engineers. I have radio people, stuff like that. But I'm still looking to build on my team, because teamwork makes the dream work. So the more people you have around you and supporting you, the easier it is, right? And the more of a chance you have.
That's true. It's
It's
more of a
also
chat.
hard
It's
as an
true.
artist to balance, like, you know, to do everything, because it's not just making music, right? It's the marketing, it's the writing,
The business. The
it's the business
business.
side, which is even answering emails, even interviews. It's a lot of things. So it's good to have,
Yep.
a group of
Yep.
people that can help you out with that stuff.
Because it could be scary too, because when you find out from that small circle, for someone to really, like, if you're going to be independent, you're going to have to pay. It's pay to play. It is pay to play if you want to be everywhere. So you get what I mean?
It
If
definitely
you, and
is,
that's,
yeah.
trust me.
I mean, playing the playing oh my god,
Pay to
paying to
play.
play paying to
Yeah.
play definitely helps out, but I feel like as an independent artist you can also just work your way up slowly, build your fan base organically, but
Mhm.
that's also another way. But definitely paying, I mean, that's what the
But
record
you're,
labels do, right? They tell you who's gonna be hot, they tell you what song
mhm.
is gonna be, what song they want as the hit, right? Because they just put a bunch of money behind it and then they make it blow up. So money
Well,
definitely makes things
you're
happen.
blowing up, but you're blowing up no matter what because you're not in the box. I feel that's another thing, a key through the door. As long as you're not doing, you stand out. You could get some. You could get somewhere because if I checked the list today, basically of
Yeah.
all the top streaming artists, and it makes sense. The top five Toronto ladies, right? It makes sense because of how you're going right now and the others are going. And do you feel, I feel it's the ladies' time, the woman's time for urban music right
Oh
now.
yes. Honestly, the ladies, y'all, Toronto keeps sleeping on the ladies. I know so many talented female rappers, female singers. It's definitely the ladies' time. I mean, we've had our Drakes, we've had our Tory Lanes, our Pressas, so it's time for some females to take over and blow up in Toronto and show up for the
Mm,
city.
yeah, yep. I feel it is the time, and you're standing right in the spotlight.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any like planned like other projects you would like to do? Like I don't know if you have your own website because now how it's going with this technology and social media, more people are realizing for artists they should have more like it's going back to the old school websites so you can sell your merch and sell your music
Yeah.
directly. How you
I
feel about that?
I definitely want to get into that as soon as possible, like building a website and merch and selling my own products. But right now, I'm just really focusing on the music. Um, I don't really have a music category out right now, so I've just been working hard,
Oh,
creating music,
yeah.
dropping that, getting that fan base, and then yeah, getting into the NFTs and the merch and all that stuff because that's definitely the future for independent artists to get paid.
Yeah, I like how you came with that. Like at least you're saying you're taking steps.
For
I
sure.
mean, You're not rushing. That's how you have to
Yeah,
do it, and then you build it, and it will come.
for
So
sure.
I want to ask you how you feel about basically the whole like music industry right now for all artists and you yourself. Do you think this is like a time that you could basically benefit getting more like making money for yourself like independent? We're talking about artists.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to making money for artists, I think there's definitely a huge advantage now with the internet. I mean, you don't need a label, you don't need someone distributing your CDs. You can literally just, I have my mic here. I can
You
literally just,
see?
record music at my house, post it
Hmm.
on streaming platforms and make money through that. Sell my merch, put together my own show. So with the internet and with all the apps and all the things available right now, I think it's way easier for artists to make money independently. Someone I look up to a lot is Russ. He's
Oh,
independent. He preaches on like independence and owning your
yeah.
masters and not relying on a record label. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but not to feel as if you need to be signed, in order to
Yeah,
make
that's
money.
true. That's true. So at least you know at a young age, which I'm really impressed, a lot of the business because I feel there's a lot of young art. There's still some artists even older than you who need this knowledge or this is called artist development. So
For
it
sure.
looks like you are blessed to have a father who was already in the business and kind of learning through that. Like it's like a school, right? Me too,
Facts.
myself. My dad was like a DJ too. So
Oh, that's
and
dope. Yeah.
I was around music the same way. So
Yeah.
we speak the same language to
Yeah, I mean, it
understand.
definitely helps to have like a parent that was in the music industry because he's been signed before, he's toured, he's you know, he was into music directing and he had a studio and like he did a lot of different things in the music industry. So he taught me a lot of what I know, and then also just experience. I guess people see me sometimes and see that I'm young and kind of underestimate my intelligence, and they
Yeah.
try to like, you know, like move shady or like try to,
Yeah.
you know, play around with me. But I'm like, nah, like I've been in the music industry for a while, so I know how it works a little
How
bit.
it is, how it works.
Yeah.
So what's like, what do you want to see? Because we're in Canada right now, like for our industry itself, because we're still trying to compete with other industries, and a lot of Canadian artists feel they have to leave here all the time, go to America. I know it's good to travel and everything.
Yeah. I feel like Toronto is still really new, especially when it comes with hip hop. When it comes to hip hop, I mean, just a couple years ago, it wasn't even cool to be from Toronto and be an artist. So
Hmm.
we're definitely
Yeah.
still new when it comes to like maneuvering, um, in the I'm gonna say hip hop music industry specifically. But we definitely need more of a foundation. We need to end all the politics and all the beef and all that nonsense and really like come together and all use our platforms and come together and support our artists.
Mm,
I feel like that's the main difference between here and the States. I mean, they
mm,
do have the advantage of having more people and they've been established in the music industry, hip hop music industry for a longer time, but
mm,
they definitely do support their artists, you know, like you have rappers coming up, like their whole block will support them and really push for them. And, you know, but Toronto is kind of, we're too busy like all hating on each other to
mm.
grow successfully. So I would like to see Toronto come together, build a foundation, and help out our artists so we can just all win instead of everyone just trying to do their own thing individually and not get to where we're capable of getting.
Yeah, you're a very intelligent young person because you're
Thank
saying
you.
all of that. That's exactly what's been going on. And when's the last time you performed, and do you want to perform again? Like
Oh my gosh, yes, I miss performing. When did I perform? I performed last month at the what's it called? OBJX. They had a
OBJX?
yeah, they had a open mic. I performed there, and then I also had another show in December at Clinton's Bar for a at
Mm.
a hip hop showcase. That was the last time I performed. Before that, I hadn't performed like before COVID in Toronto. I just been doing like virtual shows, which is not the same at all. So I
Uh,
definitely miss performing.
yeah. Hopefully everything's opening up like right like they say it
I mean,
should,
I
right?
don't know. I don't trust it. They're just playing games with our emotions at this point. Like they're gonna open up and then they're gonna come up with some
Shut.
excuse, then close again. And but
Hmm.
hopefully we can get some shows in and you know have some
Mm.
type of
That's
what's it
good.
called,
That's
social
good.
life.
Yeah, hopefully. So I'm gonna ask you your top hip hop. I think I asked you you said the ladies, right? I said like no, you said Tupac already. You said all
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, yeah.
That's your mix. I'm not gonna pressure you. I say Toronto, if you know.
My
That
favorite
might be
artist in
pressure.
Toronto.
That might be. Maybe I shouldn't ask you that question.
I
Maybe I
don't
shouldn't ask you
know. I don't want to. Okay,
that.
first of all, okay, I support anyone that's you know doing their music, especially from Toronto, because it takes a lot to be an artist and you know
Mm,
to be so vulnerable and you know let your music out there for everyone to hear. So I'm gonna say that. But artists that I
mm,
really love and admire, I love Cocanina. Going through my phone,
mm,
Cocanina. She's a dope artist. She's probably one of my favorite Toronto artist, to be honest. And there's an artist called Marley Unknown. She's an R&B singer.
mm.
She recently dropped her project, and it's crazy. Um,
Yeah,
I would say those two, the females
I
are
have to look them up. I'm gonna look up that one that you said
yes,
you
yes.
just mentioned.
I really like
Gonna
them.
look that up.
There's a
Mm.
whole bunch more, but like the ones that I really be playing, I would say it would be those two.
Ah, I see. So, is there anything like you would like tell a new artist, a younger artist, like what mistakes, not like, some upliftment words not to do? Like, like
Not to do.
what you, yeah.
Okay. Being an artist is really hard. You know, you're gonna be told. I mean, I feel like doing anything or being an artist, I guess, is like being an entrepreneur. So being an entrepreneur and starting any type of business is really hard. So Do it because you love it. Don't do it because you want clout. Don't do it for the money. Don't do it because your friends are doing it. Don't do it
Mm-hmm.
because any other reason besides you love it. First of all, you got to be passionate about what you're
Of
doing,
course, you're
anything you're
right.
doing. Number two, stay true to who you are, because this industry can mess with you, and everyone's gonna be telling you what to do, but as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and be happy with who you are and what you're doing, that's what's important. So stay true to who you are, do it because you love it, and learn the music business. You don't necessarily have to go to school, but I mean, watch some YouTube videos, YouTube University, look it up, learn about music splits and how much an engineer should be getting and contracts and just how labels work and just simple things so you don't get taken advantage of, because that happens a lot for new artists in the industry. So I would say those three
Yes.
things are the um top things I would say to a new artist.
Yeah, that's good. Um, Before we come off the spaceship, I'm gonna ask you, what's the funniest thing whatever happened to you in your career right now?
The funniest thing. The funniest thing. I don't even know. The funniest.
Ah,
I haven't really had anything funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting a story.
you know what? That's all right. That's the second time.
I've had people moving funny and telling me one thing or they're pretending they're gonna do
Mm,
something for me when they're not. So I guess just
mm.
people moving funny is what I can think of.
You know what? A lot of artists don't have no time to joke around, because I asked that same question to other guests, same answer.
Yeah, like I don't know, nothing funny. I mean, it's like sometimes funny things happen when I'm like recording in the studio. Like I'll be recording and I'll mess up a line. I'm like, and I like
Mm,
stutter over my word. But
yeah.
besides that, like, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I've never like messed up on stage or anything crazy
Mm,
like that. So,
mm.
hmm
So I'm gonna give you your flowers, because I know you're gonna be number one, and I expect to see big things coming from you. And yeah, Tara Lord, remember, on the Down to Earth, thank you for coming through.
thank you for having me. It was a good talk.
Yes, bless up. I want people to subscribe to her channels,
Yes,
support her, Tara Lord, all the music, top 5 Canadian artists, female artists out there, probably artists, period, not just female, in the
facts.
universe. Bless up.
Facts. Thank you. Thank you.
Respect. Down
Bye.
to Earth.